Alright guys, so starting with the first chapter, we're gonna have a small introduction to the user interface of the Blender software, so you can get yourself familiar with the projects and how to manipulate your projects within the scene. So we're gonna start with the top section of the screen. You have this option bar that contains different options and drop menus that gonna help you adding stuff or removing or accessing settings of the project. So let's start with the file. You can have this open section, open setting, or even open recent project files that you have already created. You can recover last session or autosaves if the project crashes on you and the software closed suddenly. You can also save from here or save as a new file. You can link, append data previews. You can import or export as different extensions, and you can rearrange external data or clean up your files here. Okay, so then we have the edit menu that contains basic settings, but mainly the preference tab, which is one of the most important tabs that you can access settings from. Here you can have settings of the interface, the themes, the viewport, lights, editing, animation, and especially the add-on section, in which you can download external add-ons that gonna enhance your workflow and install those from here. So you can install add-ons, external add-ons, paid ones, free ones, by accessing this menu. So we're gonna visit this more often as we go through the different tutorials here. So moving on, you can have also the render drop menu that can help you render your final results as an animation or even still images. Or you can also like render viewport animation to save time and to share pre-viz or pre-visuals of your animations if you have created ones, or you can grab a screenshot directly from the viewport. Next you have the window menu. The window menu contains like options to create new workspaces or move between or toggle between already created workspaces that we're gonna see later. The help section, so the help sections contains links that takes you directly to the Blender Foundation website where you can find like already created documentation of different sections and functions of the software. You can also access free tutorials and free learning database of the developers and the community of the Blender software. So moving on, you have these different tabs. Those tabs are named workspaces. These are already presets created by the Blender developers to help you access different functions based on arranged tools that works together to give you this functions abilities. So the first one is gonna be like the layout, which is gonna be the main or the more used workspace that you access on daily basis. You can find also modeling, sculpting, UV editing, texture paint, shading, animation, etc. These are going to be helpful for you if you are more into organizing your layouts. And also you can create new ones by clicking this plus button. You can choose from presets that are existing here. You can also duplicate the current layout that you are highlighting and modify this and then save it as a new workspace. Let's say you have already created one, so let's say this one. You can double click here or you can basically double click here to rename it and create a new customized workspace specifically for you. You can name this whatever you want, and also then you can right click to remove it or duplicate it or whatever you need to do with that. Okay, so let's go back to the layout section. Here I want to explain one important thing, and I do insist on that the Blender interface is basically fully customizable. And what I mean by customizable is that first of all you can like have these panels, or these squares here are called panels. Each one contain a different function, so you can rearrange the size of those by left click between different panels and drag to different directions to manipulate the size in the screen. So you can drag these around, you can play with these and find the sizes that makes you work comfortably. Other than that, you can like left click between different panels or right click between different panels to highlight this area option menu. That's gonna make you create a new split screens or join areas or swap areas. Also, if you want to create new split screens, you can go to the corner of any panel. So there is no specific corner here, you can go to any corner you please, and that choice is based on your the placement of the new split screen that you want to create. You can basically left click here and drag to the side or to the bottom or to the top as you like to create this kind of split screen. You can create like vertical ones or horizontal ones. As you can see here, you can also like join areas by going to the same corner and left click and drag. Then you have this small white arrow, and then you release the button to confirm your choice. We can do that here also to go back to the default state. Okay, so then in each tab you have different options that you can see. Don't get overwhelmed with these many options and tools, as this is like specifically for each tab, but you have common shortcuts or common options going across every tab in Blender. By clicking the T on the keyboard, T button on the keyboard, you can hide or reveal these tool options on the left side of the screen, left side of the tab itself. So you can click T here, or you can go and click N on the left side to reveal the options and the properties on the left side. There is many options here, and also you can use the top menu to access different options related to each tab. So here in the viewport tab, you can access the view, and you can get to different options here. You can use the select drop menu, the add drop menu to add objects to the scene, and you can use this object drop menu to manipulate the objects that you have already added. You can go to the middle section here, you can change the axes, use the local, normal, gimbal, or different like types of axes, which is these green, red lines here that you can see in the viewport. You can go to the left side and access the overlays that give you more information about the scene. You can access this gizmo viewport gizmo menu that highlights like more gizmos and more details. Also, you can go to different viewport styles by By clicking these buttons here, you can go to the wireframe, the clay mode, the shading editor view, or the render view. You can toggle between this as you like. You can also access options here related to the viewport shading style. You can have this option also to align the transformation to specific functions. As for origins, you can change origins, scale those, rotate those by clicking here. You can change location of objects, and you can change the relationships between objects, or like modify the parent in relationships, the parent only. These are more advanced options, but don't get too into that. So we will discuss